Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room, and we're at Shostakovich number 3. Oh boy, is this fun. I'm just having such a good time figuring out what I once acquired and forgot about. Oh boy, I remember the performances. I just don't remember that I own them, most of them. So here we have today's pile. Shostakovich Piano Sonata number 1 with the 24 preludes, nicely performed by Konstantin Sherbakov, who also did the big set of preludes and fugues. He's a very good pianist in this music. It's on Naxos. We also have the Aphorisms, Opus 13, and the 3 Fantastic Dances, Opus 5. You may not know Shostakovich wrote Dansas Fantasticas, in Russian, of course. They don't sound like Turina, believe me. Shostakovich, oh, look at this. This is, what label is this? Oh, it's a Capriccio SACD. They did make them, yeah, with Stephen Sloan and the Berlin Radio Symphony. The suite from Moscow, Cheryomushki. Cheryomushki. Cheryomushki is a musical. We'll come to that like in the next video, I think. And the suite for Jazz Orchestra number 1, the suite for Variety Orchestra, which is totally cool, and the Tahiti Trot. Well, this is fun. This coupling now is kind of getting to be well known, the 2 suites for jazz and variety orchestras. The variety orchestra one has the waltz. Da 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 da. That one, right? Okay. And then we've got, let's see. Oh, look, some more music of the totalitarian regime. The St. Petersburg Philharmonic Orchestra under Yuri Timerkanov. Gee, it should be regaining some currency in Russia, don't you think? Shostakovich, The Song of the Forest, and Prokofiev's On Guard for Peace. So here you go. 2 rarely recorded oratorios. Well, not as rare as they used to be, at least the Shostakovich. And yeah, it's a wonderful performance, of course. Kind of ironic, actually sad, because it was the St. Petersburg Philharmonic that was made in that interregnum when the Soviet Union was sort of going down and the hopes for democracy in Russia were really high, and this was a sort of sentimental journey through something that we never thought we'd have to deal with again, and now it's back. It's kind of, yeah, what can I say? Oh, wow, this is great. Shostakovich, the original score to the silent film, The New Babylon. Here's the whole sucker. With Frank Strobel conducting the SWR Radio Symphony Orchestra Kaiserslautern. And also the suite from the film A Year is Like a Lifetime. 44 minutes of it. There's some amazing stuff in here. There really is. But the suite from The New Babylon is 91 minutes of vintage early Shostakovich. It's just endless fun. The New Babylon is super cool. Hamlet, music for the 1964 film. Not to be confused with the other Hamlet. Did he do incidental music, or was that King Lear? Maybe it was King Lear. I get them confused. The Russian Philharmonic, Dmitry Yablonsky on Naxos. First complete recording of the published film score. All these things claim to be first complete recordings, and some of them actually were. This was all new music, by the way. It's worth pointing out. Film music, of course, is now a thing, and classical composers who wrote film music are sort of a big deal and getting a lot of attention, and their film music's getting a lot of attention, so that's just great. And Shostakovich wrote tons of film music, so it's wonderful. The Leningrad Symphony with Mark Wigglesworth with the BBC National Orchestra of Wales. Very solid performance. A little bit on the sluggish side in the first movement. I would have liked to have a recording with a little more bass in it. This wasn't my favorite from that cycle, as I recall. And I have it all in a box now, so the single ones have moved to the Overflow room. The Leningrad Symphony. Oh, let's have another one. Why don't we? Carol Ancherl with a Czech fill. See, he gets through the first movement in 25 minutes and 25 seconds. Wigglesworth takes 29 minutes and something. Again, that's not unusual, but I prefer the quicker tempos. I really do. This is mono, as I recall. Is it not? Yes, it is. And it's, you get, but the whole symphony is 70 minutes long versus 79 minutes for Wigglesworth. I like this one. Super fun. Go for it. Oh, what is this? Hold it a minute. Talent. Yes, Shostakovich and his friends. Well, this is worth having, sure, because you've got the Shostakovich cello, well, it just says cello concerto. It's cello concerto number 1. And Moisey Weinberg, or Mieczysław Weinberg, depending on how you want to pronounce it, his cello concerto, which is fabulous and has obvious references to the Shostakovich stylistically, not so much thematically. And then Yuri Levitin, the Concertino for Cello and Orchestra. This is fun stuff. This is really good. It's with the Kazan Symphony Orchestra under Fuat Mansurov and the Russian State Cinematographic Orchestra under Walter Minatsakanov. Okay, I mean, they're not like maybe the greatest performances. It's a very good concept, right? Shostakovich 1 and 5, Karl Ancherl, Czech Philharmonic. Yes, classic versions, wonderful performances, and super fun. I don't need to say more. Part of the Ancherl edition. And here, yeah, the Shostakovich Cello Concerto number 1 with Milos Sadlo. Really, really good. I mean, yeah, Shostakovich with these guys, with Ancherl particularly, was just marvelous. And it comes with Liszt Les Preludes and Lubor Barta's Concerto for Viola and Orchestra with Yaroslav Karlovsky viola. Now, there's something you don't hear every day, right? Yeah, it's part of that Ancherl Gold edition. Shostakovich Piano Concertos 1 and 2 with Michael Houstun, piano, and the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra under Christopher Lyndon Gee. You also get the Festive Overture and the Age of Gold Ballet Suite. So this is just fun. I mean, it's a disc that had like fun stuff on it. So I hung on to it. I don't think anybody really cared very much about it, but there you go. Symphony number 14 with Joan Rogers, John Tomlinson, Mark Wigglesworth of the BBC National Orchestra of Wales. Dark, gloomy, depressing, oppressive, wonderful. Oh, it's gorgeous. Love it. And last but not least, holy crap. Yeah, which one is this? Yeah, this is the premiere of Babi Yar. Or one of the premiere recordings of Babi Yar, one of the premiere performances from that period. This is recording from the sound archives of the Moscow State Conservatory. So it's Babi Yar with Vitaly Gromadsky, who sang the premiere, as we know, and the Moscow Philharmonic under Kirill Kondrashin. I don't even know what label this is on. I don't know if this label still exists. It's all in Cyrillic. I have to read this. R-A-S-O Garantia. Predstavliat. Reso Garantia presents. Yeah, I was right. Okay, there you go. It's the Moscow Collectia. It's the Moscow Conservatory Collection. Conservatory. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Okay, thank God I can read and speak a little Russian. I don't know what that label is. I've never seen anything else. But this is presumably pretty authentic. So that's a good note to end on, don't you think? So there's some more Shostakovich from the Overflow room, and there's so much more to come. Stay with me. We're going to get through it together, and keep on listening, friends. Take care.